How's it going today, guys? Today we're here to review the movie Zombieland Doubletap. So, Zombieland Doubletap, it features the old cast, Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock. Now, in this movie, it's pretty much more of Zombieland Part 1. You know, Zombieland, they had certain rules that you had to follow. They had different type of kills, over-the-top action, over-the-top zombies, over-the-top comedy. That's pretty much what Zombieland Doubletap is. However, we are introduced into newer type of zombies as you first watch the movie. It's a new type of zombie that's coming around, a more evolved zombie, a more smart zombie. Some not so smart, you'll see, kind of hilarious. But yeah, man, one of the great things about this film is it knows what it is. It doesn't try to evolve. It doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And everybody who loves Zombieland loved it for one reason. A lot of zombies, a lot of kills, a lot of shotguns, a lot of crowbars, flamethrowers, demolition, dynamite. You get it. When you watch a movie like this, and when you're going to a movie like this, then you kind of know what to expect. But I have to admit, when I went and saw Zombieland Doubletap, it kind of surprised me in the fact that it did a little bit more than what I was expecting. Because just like I just said, you know, I kind of expected, you know, that this was the threshold, and they kind of pushed up a little higher above that. Especially with Tallahassee, played by Willie Harrelson. I mean, he pretty much takes over the film with his obnoxious, over-the-top quotes and his love for Elvis Presley. And Emma Stone even comes in as the brash, you know, kind of stern, asshole-ish female. Jesse Eisenberg as Columbus, you know, he's the witty, smart, coming up with the rules. Number one, cardio, you get it. And Abigail Breslin, who comes in as Little Rock. You know, she's the younger of the group, and that's where the story starts to take way. So Little Rock is getting to the point to where she just hates the fact that she don't see anybody of her own age group. You know, Columbus, he has Wichita, which is Emma Stone, and they are just, you know, in love, and he has somebody of equal age, but Little Rock, she has no one. And then they meet this hippie, I don't carry weapons, I don't like violence guy, and yeah, played by Avon Jogia. I believe I said his name right. Avon Jogia. He plays Berkeley. He is the hippie of the hippiest. Tallahassee personally wants to strangle him. But yes, she meets somebody of the same age, and she takes off to Babylon. It's supposed to be this utopia of peace, love, sex, and no violence, no weapons. You know, yeah. So Zombieland, it does everything right, in my opinion. It knows what type of film it is. It doesn't try to be more than what it is. You have a lot of excitement. You have a lot of like action. But they also introduce drama, and they introduce a new character. Well, a few new characters. We'll start with Rosario Dawson. I loved her in this role. She had just enough airtime, and she came in at the right times to make her character great. She was playing the character Nevada, who had a little interest with Tallahassee by Woody Harrelson. We also introduce, man, this character. We also introduced Zoe Dutch as Madison. Man, she is the prototypical example of a ditz, you know what I'm saying? But she's been surviving somehow. She's been surviving, she's been doing her thing, and she runs into Columbus, and they start to have a love interest, and you have to think about, well, what about Wichita? I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's a good dynamic. Her role is it actually helps the film, it progresses the film, and it added that little bit more that I didn't think that they could add to the film. But overall, man, Zombieland Doubletap was a good time at the movies, man. It was everything I expected. I never got bored. Oh, how can I forget? We also had Luke Wilson and Thomas Middleditch, who came in as kind of counterparts to Tallahassee and Columbus. I mean, they pretty much act just like them if you saw the trailer. But it was an interesting duel that involved those two new characters and everybody else, and you were gonna love it. That scene kicked ass. It was very different on how they made the combat. And they also had these interesting little side cuts or segments of people doing like the kill of the year, showing how people can kill zombies in an interesting way to try to win this unforeseeable, unknown goal or prize. But just those little twerks and tweaks and little additions to this film made Zombieland Doubletap, in my opinion, official rating.
Excellent.
A great time at the movies. When you go to this movie, you're gonna have a great time. Whether you saw Zombieland 1 or you didn't, it won't matter because you're gonna have a great time. I went with a friend. She had never seen Zombieland. She saw Zombieland 2. She loved it, and she never even seen the first one. So that goes to show you they know what they are. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They stuck to what the fans loved. Thank you. And overall, great time at the movies. I hope you enjoyed this review of Zombieland Double Tap. I suggest you go out and watch it. And coming up next on my video are my top 5 Quentin Tarantino videos and why Pulp Fiction is not number 1. All right, I'm out. Have a good one.